What's up, guys? Joe Hotagua coming at you from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm here actually with Casey Eberhart, featured in Stepping Stones to Success book. Very big on networking. I actually got a chance to meet Casey here, and since I have a couple minutes of your time, I did want to interview you, talk to you a little bit about what you do in terms of networking and what these people can get from you in terms of going to events and how they can raise their circle of influence.
Got it.
So if you can give away a couple nuggets as to what you do, how you work a room, how you decide who to talk to, who's the important people to talk to, and how you follow up with them, I think that'd be great.
Cool. So I like formulas and I like things that are easy.
Okay.
Because people learn in very small steps. And I also I'm an offline guy, for the most part. When I meet somebody online, my objective is to get them offline. When I meet somebody offline, my objective is to get them online.
Nice.
And what I mean by that is, if I meet somebody at, say, a Chamber of Commerce event, right, I want to get them plugged into my newsletter. If they're in my newsletter, I want to get them on a conference call, right? So really, my way of building that list, or building my fan base, or building that group of friends, as I call them, I say I'm a collector and a connector.
Right.
So I can collect a lot of friendships and I can connect people very quickly and very easily. So this is kind of my five people to talk to at a chamber event, or an event even like this is a good event. And I'll even use a guy here at the No Excuses Summit as a perfect example of this. So when I go to a networking event, I look to meet 5 people, and 5 people only. I go into the goal. That's the goal I go with. To not have a goal when you walk in a room, to me, is irresponsible and a waste of money.
Right.
Unless you're just looking for the $2 chuck and bad Dixie cup in the back of the room, with
Right.
cheese and crackers and crap.
Right.
So I talked to 5 people. The first person I want to meet and introduce myself to is the person running the whole event. At a chamber event, it might be the executive director, the CEO, whatever. That's the first person. The second person I look to meet is the speaker or the presenter. Reason being is, I know as a speaker and a trainer myself that when I'm on stage, I'm looking for the commonality. I'm looking for the person to connect with. Can I connect with Scotty? Can I connect with Joe? Can I connect with Greg? Can I connect with Tracy? Whatever. If I'm the person in the audience, I want that speaker to know exactly who I am. Great story in Los Angeles. I was reading a book by Ivan Misner, the founder and creator of BNI networking group, and I introduced myself to him ahead of him presenting. And I said, hey, it's so funny, I'm actually reading an article of yours. I read it on the way up here in the car. I'm in Los Angeles, so we have a lot of time for traffic stops and reads.
Right.
He said, you know what, Case? What company you're with? I told him. He said, it's a great company. Will you sit in the front, and when I go time for question and answer, ask me about that article, because that sells my book. So I'm like, that is the coolest thing ever. So I get in there where he's going, he starts asking questions, answers. He asks for questions, I raise my hand. He says, Casey, stand up, ask your question. He already knew what company I was with and knew what question I was going to ask him. I basically teed it up. He then delivered his answer and then pitched me and my company. I am still to this day following up leads a year and a half later.
Nice.
Literally a year. I was mobbed in the parking lot because here's this guy of some note from the audience transfers that fan base to me. Okay, so meet the speaker. Hugely important. Even at No Excuses, there's a guy sitting in the front row with dreadlocks.
Yeah.
He's been pitched and promoted 3 times at this event.
That's true.
All because he's sitting in the front, he has a USB of dreadlocks, and nobody knows who he is, but I can guarantee you that I can't find, he's probably being interviewed several times.
Right.
All because he met the speaker or raised his hand or whatever. So, those are the first 2. Owner of the group or who runs it, the speaker. The next 3 people are what I call the yappers. These are the super important people to meet. They're the people that are kind of standing, holding court, telling jokes. They're kind of loud. They're kind of obnoxious. Those are the people of influence within that group.
Right.
So you meet those 3 people, you introduce 5 minutes at a time, whatever. Then the goal becomes introducing those 5 people to each other. So I'm going to take the speaker and meet him to the presenter. I'll take a yapper, meet him to another yapper to the speaker. And it's very simple. Joe, Scotty, Joe, I have no idea how you guys are going to know each other, if you're going to get along, but I just thought your personalities would match, I'm out.
Right.
I turn and I leave. Right? Here's why. The only thing that you 2 have in common right now is me.
Right.
Now that's not important to me today. That's important to me down the road. because at the next event, I'm the one that now the yappers are going to go, hey Casey, great to meet you, or whatever. I have a very famous actor friend of mine that I happen to introduce he and his wife together.
Wow. Okay.
He tells that story in every interview, in everything, that I was this guy that was in her yoga class. I knew him from an auction that we met and hung out. I introduced the two of them. I get more play from that. So it's really important to introduce people of influence to each other and get out, because you're the person that they know.
Nice, nice. That's awesome. I mean, obviously you see why I wanted to interview Casey. Now, where can everybody find you, Casey?
Awesome. Thank you very much, by the way. I appreciate it.
No problem.
I have a blog called theidealnetworker.com, and I have a weekly generic training call for network marketers, direct sellers, anybody in the profession of sales or whatever can come on that call every Tuesday, and you can find that at just CaseyEberhart.com.
There you go.
And I got to tell you guys, here's the thing. If you're not connecting up and meeting with guys like Joe here, you're making a huge mistake. These events and events you go to are where friendships and long-lasting relationships are made and built. The content is great, but you can always get that in notes and DVDs and all that kind of crap, but it's really the one-on-one connection that you can meet with people. So, get to know this one. That's all I can say.
Thanks a lot, Casey.
Thanks,
so happy
boss.
I got
I appreciate
a minute of your time. Thank you. All right.